What's up, Rocky family? I'm Donavan Clinton, welcoming you back to Bear Bites, where each week we will be spotlighting Rocky's Athlete of the Week. Today, we are with a 7-time All-American, last year's Frontier Conference cross-country champion, and she was recently named the conference's cross-country runner of the week. She is Sydney Littlelight. Sydney, thank you for being with us today.
Thank you so much for having me.
Yeah, no problem. Okay. Now, you recently won the Frontier Conference preview meet, and you won it by a big margin. I mean, it was almost a whole minute and a half before anyone else finished the race. Tell me, what statement do you believe you put out by winning big like that?
I think that it's good for, first of all, little Crow Girl runners. Like, that's who I run for, like, a majority of the time. But also just for myself and how far I've come. When I was a freshman at this meet, I was probably like in the middle, and I was like more mediocre than anything. And now I've come back even stronger. And last year I was second at the preview. And so I'm just really proud of my training and where it's come. And also I was just like chilling most of the time. So that made me like feel good about it because I wasn't like hurting that badly.
Definitely. Now, I mentioned your accolades. I mentioned that you're winning races and winning by a big margin. Tell me, do you ever feel like there's a pressure on you to be the first one across the finish line?
There's always pressure on me. Oh gosh, I think majority of it comes from myself and putting a lot of pressure on myself. And I don't think people mean to, but like my family and my coach and my teammates, and it's a good pressure. I think it pushes me to be better and train harder. But it's just about learning how to take the pressure and being able to handle it and still perform well.
For sure. Now, me personally, I hate running. I always tell people if I could play football without running so much, I would love it even more. But cross country, that's pretty much all you do is run every single day. Tell me, what about running makes you love it so much that you do it every day?
I think, I don't know, there's like this runner's high that you get after winning and stuff. And like I live for that feeling and like winning and doing well. Like the feeling that I got after my championship in the spring, like is peak level happiness. But also, I think my teammates and running for my teammates, because we like run for each other. And like my teammate Chloe came up with this really good idea of riding together on the back of our legs, because we're like doing it together. And this is my senior year and the last chance I have to take them to conference and to do well. So I run for that too.
Now, earlier you mentioned who you run for, your last name, Littlelight. It's very unique. Tell us the backstory on your last name and what it means to you while you're running.
So a lot of my titles and things like that, if you look up my name, like they'll all come up, and that's like really important to me. But another part of it is that like that's my dad's last name, and then he got adopted by Littlelights when he was younger, and so he changed his last name, but his real last name is Bad Horse. And so both of the names mean a lot to me about where I come from. And I think if you've ever heard my name before, you know that I'm Crow and I'm from the reservation that's 45 minutes away, and that is a really important piece of like my identity and like where I like draw strength and support from, because like after I run I get a lot of support from like everyone around me, because I at least hope that I'm being a good role model most of the time. And I put in so much work, and to be somebody that like someone else looks up to is a job that I take very, very seriously.
Well, I could assure you that you're definitely a good role model by the way you carry yourself and the way you keep winning. That's all we have this week for this installment of Bear Bites. Again, Sydney, thank you for joining us today. If you're in the area on Friday, the cross-country meet starts at 12:30 at Amon Park. I'm Donavan Clinton. Thank you all for watching. We'll see you next week.